Okay, the question comes up very regularly, how do you grout uneven surfaces? And there's nothing more uneven than what I've done here. And before you even start grouting, clean everything off, because it's way easier to clean things like silicone off before you grout. Leaving dirt on there till after you grout just makes hard work. Much easier to clean silicone off within, say, 12 to 24 hours of applying, because you don't want it to be fully cured. It's too hard to clean then. Okay, so I've mixed up some nice dark blue. I would prefer it to be darker, but this will be just fine for this balloon, because we know balloons are coloured. Got a nice thick mix here, and I'm just going to put it on this bit here because it's really uneven, so it'll give you a really good idea. And basically what I do is ignore it. I pretend it's flat, rub it all in, make sure you get it all in all the nooks and crannies. And I'll just demo quickly here. Once you've got it all on and you're happy, then you would, I'll just shift that over there, because you don't want to watch me grout this whole thing. It's worse than watching paint dry. And you can see I've got it all in those nooks and crannies. So once you apply your grout, and if you haven't watched the video on dry grouting, do watch that. It makes life so much easier. Alright, so now I'm ignoring it. What I want is something to scrape off the excess, which we saw in that video. So all you do is scrape it all off as much as you can, and then you'll get a little tool to help you with nooks and crannies. You can see that there's lots there. So we can just stick our finger in there and move it down there, put it in where it needs to go. Make sure it's in all the holes that you want. Or because we're dealing with crockery, it's no way is it ever going to be even. And this is the edge of a very curved plate. So you can see how it's managing itself quite well. Get your little doover, scrape off the excess without pulling it out of the grout lines, of course. Scrape it back into your pot, just give it a rub and move on to the next bit. So remember I said just pretend it's not multiple surfaces. Pretend it's flat, and rubbing it, because the haze is there, so I can rub the haze off. If it wasn't hazy, then I'd be dragging the grout out of the big fat bits and the roundy bits. Flat of the hand over the top, flat of the hand, rub it over the top, and I didn't make enough grout. I'm going to need more here. And I think the dark blue grout, it couldn't have been any other colour. Got some little things to unhide up the top here. This is where your finger comes in handy. But don't go so far that you pull it out of your grout lines. All you want to do is uncover. Well, here, all I want to do is uncover my spots, because I've got some wide grout lines, like 2 centimetres wide. And of course, don't sweat the small stuff. If you need to do it again, then do it again. You know your bits, so uncover them. Wipe it off when it hazes over. Mistake that I always make is I don't wait long enough for the haze. This is exactly what I'm doing now, not waiting long enough for the haze. Okay, so that bit looks pretty good. I'll just leave that for a bit. If I wanted to make that a bit deeper, then when I mix this extra grout up, I'll just add some extra grout there. You can see this one needs uncovering, because we know what shape that is. We know what shape this is as well, so we can take the excess off the top of the plate. Fantastic. These little toothpicks are fantastic. Really cheap at the reject shops, or the, I don't know what you would call them, dollar shops, whatever they are. And you can then use just that point to remove stuff, or the square end, which is really handy for places like this, because then I'm only scraping it off the piece of tile and not digging down into the seam and then wipe it off. This is where you require patience, which I don't really have. And you can see there's a manky lot here. I can just scrape and reveal that. And remember, if you haven't ground your crockery and using fine gloves like this, you are definitely going to cut yourself. So these blue ones I didn't grind. You see how I'm just gently revealing that? So now I get down to the really tricky bits. Round and round. I might even need a little brush for this one. Because I've got the spots in it, so I've got depth to these whirligigs. Oh, that one needs a bit of extra glue. And I can get this off the top, so I'm not gouging down. Oops, poke a hole in myself. So you can see how all of this works really well. It's like, oh my gosh, I just have to get some of those. My gorgeous friend Rachel put me onto these. She's from Groovy Glass in the ACT, beautiful glass artist. And she's been doing for such a long time. Billions of tricks up her sleeve. I'd be lost without her. So you can see I can get all of that out, and I'm not revealing or digging down into any of the grout grooves. Because with firm brushes like this, don't let it dig out your grout from the grout lines. Okay, well I'll go away and mix up some more grout for this side and finish it off. I could do the edges as well. Oh, it's all hazed over, so I think it's time to do the proper removal on what I've already done.